everyone, Zerms is flying high here today. Bringing up a TC mini episode right here that's been going on in the Marvel community online right now because of not a week or so back right there, more like 3 to 4 days ago right there. An infinite was discovered for Spider-Man, evolving with the use of his web ball and the reality stone. Which basically means that if Spider-Man hits you with this infinite right there, you will lose one of your characters no matter what. Where you can't tech out of it right there with using 2 meters right there for the tag, whatever, and stuff like that. It's been a hot topic with the final game scene right now. As you can tell right here, I have a video of the Spider-Man Infinite on screen right here, which I'm going to play here. Showing you what it is right there. Basically, for the Infinite right here, you have to set her up so Spider-Man is a certain distance away from the opponent right there, so he can combo web ball into reality stone over and over again. Because of web ball making it a capture state, it's a state that no matter what, the opponent can't tag out of it right there because it's considered more of a cinematic capture state, and because of that, the game won't allow you to tag in that portion right there. Because of this right here, you can't get out of it no matter what. In a game right there, doing a hard tag like that costing 2 meters is you only get out of jail free card that you actually can do right there. So you have to confidently use it to actually get out of stuff. As you can tell, this also Infinite takes a little while to do just because how long it is. It does cut off your character in due time right there, but it makes it so that one of your characters can't play the game. So basically, 2 hits in this game, and you basically lose. And most of the time, when you actually get hit, you don't have that second meter off the first chance. You get hit most of the time, so you can't tag early on in the combo to actually get out of this at all to actually do it. So the question is, should we ban this Infinite from the game until Capcom passes it? My opinion is yes, because one, in this game is a Marvel game, obviously right there. There's going to be infinites no matter what. But how this game is right there with that universal tag mechanic for all characters right there, and this infinite bypassing that right there should not be allowed, because that's the only resource to actually get out of combos is with involving your second character, and because you're not allowed to actually tag in your second character at all, that's basically unfair to your opponent. I know it's Marvel right there, it's broken right there. There's going to be a lot more broken shit in this game right here, but this allows one mechanic right there that basically allows you to actually somewhat survive in this game. Even if in vanilla Marvel right there, vanilla Marvel and Ultimate Marvel, there's been infinites right there that you can't get out of right there because, like TC infinites right there, the single character point infinites like Super Skrull, Modak, Spencer, Steve Viper, Morgan right there, and like a couple other characters that have infinites by themselves. Though all those infinites are very hard to freaking do. This one is very easy to set up right there, and you basically just have to freaking just properly space Spider-Man out, and that's freaking use web ball and reality stone over and over again, and there's nothing you can do about that. And in Ultimate right there, and in the past games right there, you have 2 other characters, so if you get hit by infinites right there, you still have a chance to play. Well, this one you do still get the chance to play right there, but it's bypassing a core mechanic in this game which allows you to get out of combos, which that is the majority reason why a lot of these people don't want to freaking have this infinite in the game. But here, Justin Wong, but doesn't want this game, doesn't want this in the game. Like a lot of other players don't want this in the game right there. A lot of people also who want this in the game also want Marvel's Captain Infinite to be 2 out of 3, which is stupid as fuck. Because how freaking fast this game is right there, you can fucking easily get 2-0 in like less than 3 minutes. How fast this game goes. Well, and I definitely do agree that this game definitely should be 2 out of 3. But obviously that's a lot of things. But this infinite cannot stay in the game right there until Capcom passes it. This is definitely an oversight right there, because obviously they did didn't expect people to actually find, didn't obviously do all spacing dependings in the game when testing this game out. Like for this, and no one actually expect Spider-Man to actually have an easy infinite like this to actually in the game. It says there's other infinites in the game. It's probably going to be more emphasis down the line with that because it's a Marvel game. The only thing is that this game, I am trying to deal with this right there. If it bypasses a core mechanic right there that basically helps you get out of combos right there, but with that is a risk right there, which is the hair tag mechanic, and this thing bypasses completely right there, it should not be in the game. Obviously, there's going to be infinites in this game sooner or later down the line, but this thing bypasses a core mechanic in this game with it that basically allows you to actually have a chance to play. It says that's the reason why this infinite should not be in the game. There's so many things wrong with like people. Why are you asking for this infinite? Like Alex Valley wants this infinite to rock right there. One, this infinite is still boring as fuck to watch right there. No one wants to see a freaking Spider-Man player freaking do this infinite because it's boring to watch. All the other infinites we see right there, like the Doctor Doom infinites right there, Dante infinites right there until they get, until you see them right there. All those infinites are actually excited to watch because how creative those infinites can get. But this infinite is just boring to watch right there. It says, who wants to see freaking a bunch of freaking Spider-Man players? Because sooner or later, if this thing wants and Captain doesn't do anything about it for some reason for a little while, we're just gonna see a bunch of Spider-Man players freaking that's people that don't freaking play Spider-Man fucking that's rocking this infinite right there, and that's freaking win matches just because how freaking boring it is right there. It says no one wants to freaking see that going on. I'm gonna try to bring up. I'm trying to bring up some topics real quick on Twitter, so give me a second. This is okay. It says, okay, sorry about that. I said I freaking brought. I said I freaking brought this up. I said I brought this up earlier, so sorry about this. Let's say so. Here's we go. Okay, Alice Valley. Okay, Alice Valley. This is what makes this infinite bandwidth right there. It says I did reply to this thread right here. Yeah, let me just put this up here in the screen here. So give me a second. Okay, this right here. What makes the infinite bandwidth right there compared to other infinites? This is what I said right here. I believe it's more of a timer scan infinite, which should not be allowed right there, because obviously right there, this infinite, if you don't optimize your combo right there, it takes a long fucking while to kill right there. So and basically, most of the time, people no one's gonna do a long freaking combo that's it. They're gonna try to go to the infinite as fast as humanly possible right there, because the more meter the opponent gets, the more earlier that they're going to tag switch so that they get out of this infinite. So sooner or later, people are going to try the fastest way to get into to actually get into this infinite no matter what. Because if they allow to get the opponent 2 cards like that, they won't let you freaking get into that infinite. They will let you get happy birthday more than let you get this infinite most likely down the line. If the infinite was faster on the line too, I would say that would be more freaking not bandwidth, because it's a lot faster to actually see right there. It can kill faster right there, so the match can move faster. But take a look at some of these right here. Soy sauce right here is not countable switch. I say bannable. Yeah, that's yeah, counter switches are bannable right there. It's that thing basically like I said right there. It counters one of the core mechanics in the game, which is the counter switch. It says. Also, the other evidence in past games right there, were also hard to freaking do. Like Dispenser, Modok, and Scroll Infinite, only one person can actually constantly do them, which was Sculptex, because he plays all three of those characters. It says the Receive Viper Infinite, you definitely don't see. The Morgan Infinite was very hard to do. The only person that probably could do it was probably Ryan LB, but he had TC Infinites up the yin yang right there, so he didn't have to try to do the point Morgan Infinite at all. It says TC Infinites also are very hard if you can do it there, because you have to get a certain rhythm going to actually properly do it right there, and you drop it right there, you have risks of basically getting combo yourself. So it's a very big risk of how to actually do it, because that. And also with TC Infinites, there's a chance to get out of them, even though the chance right there, the risk factor to getting it is relatively low right there to actually do a TC Infinite. Well, this right there has basically no risk factor to do it. It says, let's see what other things. One was not infinite in Marvel 2. You couldn't do it until you killed them. Shake my head. It says, Flash says here that the Infinite should have been banned for the same reason TC Infinite should have been banned, but they won't ruin the game for everyone. But yeah, they didn't ruin for the game or for everyone, because one thing, this did not break its core mechanic, because obviously Marvel 3 was based on one-touch kills right there, and obviously right there, those emeralds were also hard to do most of the time right there, besides certain characters right there, Magneto, Magneto right there, Dante down the line right there, because people found a very easy version of the Dante Infinite, and other characters too. Yep, elevating right there. But basically, it says it bypasses the core mechanic of the game right there. It says, and they also added an infinite resistance system to the game with it to actually try to counter infinites, but obviously this bypassed it. So basically, a lot of these people have been saying that Marvel Infinites are hype, but the Spider-Man is not hype. That's probably another thing. People don't want to see a boring freaking Infinite right there, like the Spider-Man Infinite. If that Spider-Man Infinite was a more awesome thing to watch right there, people would probably give it maybe a go ahead to actually see how well we do in the game. But no matter what, right there, the Spider-Man Infinite is easy to do. It's also not fun to watch. So, in my personal opinion, that Infinite should not be in the game, because there's a couple major factors. Because one, it bypasses a core mechanic of the game that basically allows you to actually play the game. Two, it's not fun to watch right there. Three, it's very easy to set up right there. Anyone can do it right there. It says, 4, it says there's multiple reasons why right there. I'm trying to do it. A lot of high level players right there also don't think this Infinite should be in the game either. Obviously, you can tell. My opinion, probably won't matter as much right there. It's more like the pro players' opinions for it. But as you can tell, a lot of the pro players right there actually do not want Infinites in this game right here. See, so this guy says no man. Marvel lifestyle. If there was a way to actually get out Infinites right there, if you can actually get out of that Infinite right there, that'd be totally fine right there. Just because of the system that actually allowed you to get out of freaking Infinites. Sorry about trailing off and repeating myself right here, but I have to let you know that this Infinite is not freaking healthy for the game at all. Not healthy for the game at all. So if you do see it right there, this Infinite will probably be banned sooner or later, or it's going to get passed out most likely, because no one wants to see this Infinite actually go off, because no one wants to see boring Infinites like this. I definitely can tell if that Spider-Man Infinite was actually more hype with there, I actually probably would be fine watching it and actually doing it. But if this Infinite is if it's just like that, there's no point having it in the game. Yeah. If it starts defining the meta, it's gonna definitely start defining the meta right there. If you see Spider-Man's everywhere, that means it's defining the meta. So it all depend. Basically, you just have to learn how to play Spider-Man right there. And Spider-Man is like probably going to be a tricky character to actually play, because in Ultimate right there, he was a very tricky character to play, because he had weird command lists right there and weird combos and whatever. But we will find out sooner or later if he has to do it. Well, I think I'm going to end the episode here. I think I made my point right there, and obviously I showed you with the multiple things right here how to do it. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next team area combo video, and hopefully I will see you then. See you guys.